watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci.
Knockem Day Comedy Radio Show, also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Day Comedy.
Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2, Mookie Wilson.
Telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead.
Hi. Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. Tuesday Trivia coming your way in just a few minutes. Welcome to the Knockem Dade Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Streaming live on Facebook, streaming live on YouTube. Tuesday Trivia coming at you in a few minutes. If you'd like to play, and I hope you do, head on over to the YouTube feed, because that's where I'll be reading your comments throughout the whole show, and that's where we'll be playing Tuesday Trivia as well. So please join us there. Hope everybody's well. Thanks for joining us today. Once again, sorry for the late start. Technical difficulties again. I don't know what's going on. Trying to fix it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know how I got this show started today. I was having all sorts of issues, and then I don't know. It just started working. Hello, John. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're feeling well. I left you a voicemail about an hour ago. Hope you got it. And it's Tuesday. And guess what? That's where he would normally sit. Last time I talked to him, last week sometime, he said he would be back today. Actually, I take that back. Well, I did talk to him a little over a week ago. And he was going to be back last Tuesday. But we had to cancel due to the death in our family. But I reached out to him, said not going to be there. We had a death in the family, and he, sorry to hear. See you next week. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Sean Elliott. I don't know. You think he's mad at me or something? I don't know. It's weird, and I don't like it. And I'm sad too. I like when Sean comes on. I have a really good time with Sean. And I'll admit to you, I'm a little thrown this morning because I didn't think. It didn't even occur to me that he might not be here. So, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he's still coming. Who knows? You know what? Let me see. Let me check my phone. Let me see if by chance he wrote me a message. Doesn't look like it. No, he did not. All right. So, I don't know. What do you think? Do we yell at him? John Rusiello might miss trivia. He's got an MRI scheduled soon. When did they tell you you're getting the MRI? Because if it's anything like it is here in New York, it's like, we're going to pick you up at 11, and it's like 1 o'clock by the time they get you. That's what I like about hospitals. You're in no rush because you're stuck there, so whatever. But hospitals are miserable places, man. John, I feel for you, and hope you get out of there soon. I've spent plenty of time in hospitals. I think my record stay was 3 weeks. Yeah, I think it was 3 weeks exactly. 21 days. Actually, it might have been 22. Something like that. The very first surgery I had, trying to fix this leg up. We tried to save the leg initially. They opened it up and put in cadaver bones and rods and titanium and screws, and it was a mess. 13-hour surgery. 13-hour surgery. I remember waking up. It was around 1:30 in the morning. I woke up as they were wheeling me into my room. And it wasn't even a room. It was weird. It was like some big giant room with like a whole bunch of patients. I guess that didn't have rooms. I guess there were like 8 of us, 8 patients in this room. Just a big open room, and we're all just. I remember I was still, pretty medicated. I remember, I just woken up, and the nurse, the first person I see is this cute nurse, and I told her, "Oh, hey, you're pretty cute." Like I was something to be desired. I was bald from chemo because I had hair when I started my chemo. I had some hair. I was going bald, but I had hair. I was sick as a dog, and I'm sure she's like, "Oh yeah, you look good, baby." All right, here he is. You got plenty of time before they pick you up.
No, Tony, I'm going to tell you something very seriously.
Oh, okay.
I was 2 months in Sloan Kettering Hospital. I was treated like a number.
Two months?
2 months, yes.
Holy crap!
And I went from Sloan Kettering to Stony Brook, which my wife was a bone marrow cancer nurse in Stony Brook.
Oh wow!
She went from Columbia Presbyterian when we lived in the city. Then her doctor went out to Stony Brook. He ran the department out there. She went with him. All right, Stony Brook. I had many operations there. I got to tell you, I'm in Boca Regional Hospital in Florida. You have never experienced care and compassion. I was brought in an emergency Sunday. The surgeon, the neuro oncologist surgeon, came from his house on Sunday night to operate on me.
Wow.
That would have never, ever happened in New York. They would have to wait till Monday. They would have to get an operating room. This man came from his residence, to operate on me. I was operated. I went in the emergency room at 7 o'clock in the morning. They gave me an oncology floor room, in 2 hours. And at 6 o'clock at night, I was in the operating room.
So
Go ahead.
you called us yesterday. So you just had surgery like 12 hours earlier?
Yep. I'm not going to miss your show, Tony. And I'm not blowing smoke. You actually bring me joy. I love watching you. I love watching Andy. I get a total kick when you got Kaplan on because I do nothing but abuse that son of a bitch.
Did you see Andy's impersonation of Kaplan on Friday?
It was hysterical. It was hysterical the way he looked, and that's his favorite expression. I don't understand. I can't comprehend. He analyzes everything. He uses those big fucking words I can't stand. All right, I used to smack him in the head in my garage.
I'll have to start doing that. I'll have to start smacking him.
Really, really. And he's I've spoke to him 15 times already. He's a dear friend.
Yeah,
I love the guy, but he's the funniest guy. He's actually ridiculous. He's so funny.
Yeah, absolutely. He is. I have a lot of laughs with him. I get a kick out of Mike. So you called yesterday. You're calling now. How are you feeling? I'll be honest with you. You sound a little rough. Like yesterday, you actually sounded fine. Today, you sound a little rough to me.
Well, I got. The only thing I'll say to you on the air is, I'm above ground talking to you, and it's a good thing.
Absolutely, of course it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Like we all have. I have my issues. It looks like that they're going to discharge me in home care because I need a lot of chemotherapy and fluids. Right. But in Florida, they have a great home care. They come to your house.
Oh, that's good. Right? Being home makes such a difference.
Yes. Instead of putting it in a port, because you know what a port is, obviously.
I do.
All right. Yeah, they're going to give me a PICC line.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I could sit in my garage and curse everybody from the neighborhood.
Good, I'm sure they missed that.
Yeah, oh, well, let me tell you, all right? And you have an open invitation, you and your lovely wife. Like I told you before, and I told you, I don't like to talk on the air that much, but
right, okay.
I have a big house, and there's only two of us. You have your own 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, whatever you want. I bought this stupid house like a moron, to come down here. I went from patchwork into a house and I bought this house. We have a clubhouse with a pool, and
nice.
It's just amazing down here. I don't utilize it, but it's just amazing.
Right.
But if you ever want a vacation, you're more than welcome, and you won't even see us. We won't even see you. That's how big the house is. I kid you not. I'm not bragging. That's how big the house is.
Right. Well, yeah. Now I figured it out. You're just going to charge me for the stay, and that's the angle.
I'm not going to charge.
I'm teasing.
When Kaplan comes, I'm charging him. All right, because he eats like he has 2 assholes when he comes to my house. Really. I think he shits in a bathtub. I lost weight, I look good, my diabetes is no good, this and that. Comes to my house, he eats me out of house at home. That's Cap. We all know and love him.
I was going to offer to just maybe come with him down there, but maybe I won't.
Oh yeah, no. Well, you absolutely you can come with him, but I'm going to take you places. I won't take you.
That works for me.
He's a little bit of an embarrassment.
Well, we'll have him drive us, and then we'll just leave him in the car.
There you go. Yeah, people are gonna, especially the girls down here in the string bikinis, because the eye candy down here is amazing.
Nice.
Say, oh, you Billy Joel? Oh, you know, really, So every place I go, are you Billy Joel? It's just nuts.
So yeah,
I'll let you get along with the show.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell you, but the care down here, I've never had. I've been in and out of hospital since 2008.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I've been in. Well, I thought we all went through what we all went through.
Yeah,
but down
absolutely.
here is first time I'm here. It's just amazing.
Well, I'm happy to hear that because we want you to get home and be happy and feel good.
Oh yeah, listen. Like I said, I tell you before, and I'm going to cut it short. I hate Wednesdays because you're not on Wednesdays.
I'll see. Maybe I'll throw an old show on tomorrow or something.
There you go. And here's a hot broad with a wheelchair. So I guess that's for me.
Sweet.
Thank you, pal. Talk to you later.
Be good.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Right.
All right, there you go. There's today's call from John. Let's all wish him well, huh? It's I'm glad he's getting good care down there. And of course I believe him. I'm not going to challenge it, but it sucks. I'm still going to say being in a hospital sucks. And of course you want to be home. So and yeah, being home makes a world of difference no matter what you're going through. It's just a good state of mind, and and you can relax better because you're in the privacy of your own home. So good luck with the MRI, my friend, and all the best to you. All right. Jerry's watching Very Good. What is that? Eating? Very Good Eating People Only. What? Very Good Eating People Only Cannibal Special Half Price Trivia Tuesday. Oh. I just got a text from Fat Jay. Jay, do you know something I don't? Jay, you got to tell me what's going on around here. What is Vicky saying? Can't find the what? The Facebook. Can't find the Facebook page? Can't find the Facebook Live page. Hello, Gina. Well, it doesn't matter if you can find the Facebook page or not, because you got to be here on the YouTube feed, because that's where I'm playing. That's where we're going to be playing Tuesday Trivia. I see it on the Facebook page. I see it on the Facebook page. But again, it doesn't matter. You got to come to the YouTube channel. Come to the YouTube channel so I can read your comments and your answers during when we play Tuesday Trivia, which we're probably going to do in a few minutes. I don't know if I'll go to 12:30 today because I had a lot of stuff planned to talk about with Sean. I don't know. We'll see. I have a few things, but so Fat Jay is texting me. I saw Jay the other day, Sunday, when we did the show here. We were in the Giga Room. The real comedians were. I'm kidding. They had a show in the main room. Keegan was in it. Mark Hirschman was in it. Now, Keegan and Hirschman, if you guys remember, they were invited to come do a set in our room as well. And, of course, they came nowhere near us. They're too good for us. Just, and Keegan tells me all the time, oh, yeah, one of these shows I produce, I'm going to put you on one. Okay, great. Still waiting. Sons of bitches. So I don't care. I'm joking. But Chris Monty, I think I mentioned it yesterday. Chris Monty even came over to me. He's like, I'm hearing roars out of that Giga Room. Who's up there? And that was all fudge. Fudge was, again, I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. And that's one other thing I want to talk to Sean about today. Apparently these two, Sean and Fudge, grew up in the same neighborhood or some shit. And they know each other. Anyway, so Jay was on the show too in the main stage. So we're back here in the hallway and we're talking, and he said something about Sean not showing up today. I said, no, Sean told me he'll be here. And we're going back and forth. Jay, you got your 3 listeners, Mr. Tony. But when I come in, you get 12. And right now there's 11, so take that, Jay. But then Jay said that Sean won't be here today. I was like, no, he was going to be here last week. He told me he was coming back. No, he ain't coming in, Mr. Tony. I'm like, what? So I said to Jay, I bet you $1 that Sean shows up. So we shook on it. So I got a text from Jay. Somebody owes me $1. So like a gentleman, Mr. Christopher, I will give you that $1. But one thing I need you to do, and then he wrote that he's coming in soon. I don't think he meant today. I think he means soon as in within the next few weeks, which, of course, Jay is a part of our family. Open invite. We don't need to even discuss it. Jay, you just get in here anytime you want. And, Jay, one thing we have to do, we have to get a bunch of our friends, our guys together, and we have to watch The Streets 3 together. And I want to record, so maybe we can do it in here. I want to record our reactions and then play it. I'm sure I'll have to edit it, but I'd like to play that. The Streets 3 just came out, I believe, I don't know, within the past week or so, if I'm not mistaken. Butera posted something about it. It's on Amazon. Not that I want to promote this thing, but if you like to have a good laugh, the movie is not a comedy, but if you like to have a good laugh, go check it out. Gina, so glad we got to catch up last night. Yes, me too. I should leave it at that. Me and Gina caught up last night. All right, let's see. I will gladly give you the $1. Yeah.
The Streets 3?
Yeah.
I'd rather blow every guy standing outside of Home Depot today while the pizza guy from Farmingdale stabs me in the eye with a pencil.
He's not from Farmingdale anymore. We chased him the hell out of here.
God, do not watch that, please. Nobody in the world deserves that.
You don't think if a bunch of us got together, we would be laughing our asses off together?
If a bunch of us get together, we're going to smoke weed and enjoy life, not watch the worst show on Amazon Prime.
Oh, well, to me, that's enjoying life. Hanging out with my buddies and, laughing while we watch that piece of shit.
You can have it on in the background. I will not look at that thing once.
You'll look at it. Your boy Butera's in it. You'll look at it to see him.
Absolutely not. I told him, why even post that? The best comments were, who gives a crap? Why would they do a third after no one saw 1 and 2?
Did you watch any of them?
Hell fucking no.
I watched them both.
Tony, you got a lot of fucking time. You need a day job or something, buddy.
It's research for the show, you see.
No. That was what? Not to talk about?
Oh, we've talked about it in here.
Oh my God! Tune into Hershey and Keeks tonight. It's gonna be a good time.
They're not on tonight.
They're not?
No, I don't even know why, but they told me they're not doing it tonight.
Oh wow!
See that? Oh, so because I thought for a second you had inside info again that they were doing it, just like you had inside info on Sean today.
No, I don't have any inside info.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God.
I'll
see you in a couple weeks. I gotta move and shit. So
you gotta move? What do you mean?
My landlord's selling the house.
Oh wow! Oh, that sucks. I love that neighborhood.
Oh, I'm just trying to stay.
Yeah, I miss Wantagh, man. I like to get back there at some point.
I found something, so hopefully it goes through.
Cool. Well, if you need help, man, I'll help you out as best I can.
Appreciate you, sir.
Right back at you, brother.
I'll see you soon.
All right. See ya.
Later.
Fat J checking in. It's always a good day when you hear from Fat J. Oh, that kind of rhymed. See that? Jay can do his rapping. It's always a good day when you're hanging with the Fat J. I don't know. I'm white. Let's see. Vicky. Oh, I read that already. Oh, yeah. Gina said, yeah, fun catching up with you. Yes, fun catching up with you last night, too, Gina. No, I'm kidding. Gina, I love Gina. Turns out where I live now is like right around the block from where Gina grew up in Hicksville. Vicky, you said to be on the live page. You're killing me, Smalls. I said to be on the live feed on YouTube, I said. Me and Vicky, we're going to fight. Vicky, yeah, I said, if you want to do the Tuesday trivia, you got to come on the live feed on YouTube. At least that's what I meant to say. Did I not say that? I don't know. Jerry, loved big actor stuntman Brian on Steve Squared. Yeah, last night Steve Squared had Brian Donahue on, which I was very confused last night because I have... Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I have a friend named Brian Donahue, and that was not him last night. But this Brian Donahue knew me, and I didn't know him. But he mentioned Frank Fiala last night, so I guess I met him through Frank. I don't know. But, yeah, he's an actor. He's a stuntman. And there's a new documentary out on him. It's called The Guy, Brian Donahue. Apparently he had like a recurring role on David Letterman, and they called him The Guy on David Letterman's show, which I never saw him on there. I watched Letterman regularly, but I mean, he had pictures and stuff. He definitely was on there. I just don't recall. But, yeah, he's been in a bunch of different things. And he's been on Blue Bloods. He's been around. So so Steve Squared last night, they were talking with him. That guy can talk, man. That's like me on a Friday with Laura and Andy. And I'm cool with that, It gives me a break. I can just sit back, especially now. My voice is starting to come back a little bit, which is good. But yeah, that guy could talk. He had all sorts of stories, and they barely got the guy. I think he's in his 60s, I believe, and they barely got into his 20s. So they're like, all right, come on back another day for part 2 and 3 and 4. So, but Jerry was watching. Thanks for watching, Jerry. Vicky, John, I hope you have a speedy recovery. John Rusiello. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, we all hope John feels better. Andy Vajanos, invite Zach Zellerovich. He is the preeminent expert on all things streets. He is like Andy Cohen, but hairier. Gina says, you said it would be our private moment. Yes, Gina, it was definitely our private moment. And I have the video to prove it. Yeah, Andy, I would. All right, so Jay, I guess Jay's going to hang out in the, outside or behind the TV, so he doesn't have to watch. But yeah, I would love to get a bunch of people together and watch. And I'll be honest, truth be told, it was Don's idea. Don's the idea guy, and I'm the executioner. He wanted to do Comic Sans. I made it happen in here. He wanted to do a show on Sunday for Christina Can. I made it happen. So yeah, I would love to get me and Don and Bosie and Dan LaRocco and Jay and Andy and Butera, because he's in it. He was in the first one, I believe. Or was it the second one? He's in one of them. For those of you who don't know what I'm even talking about, there's a dirtbag that used to do a show in here. He was a pizza guy. He owned a pizza place. I don't know if he owned it, but he ran it. And it was the most disgusting place you've ever seen. And he used to handle the pizza with his dirty hands. You could see the dirt in his fingernails and stuff, and he handled pizza, usually with no gloves. So him and some other people have been making these, I think they're mob movies, and it's The Streets. And the word streets, the S is a $, and streets with a Z, because that's original, and that's, that's cool looking. So they've been making these movies, and they put them on Amazon. It's like somebody edited it with using VHS, VCRs. It's like sometimes you'll see them, and you hear, action, and then they get into character, and the audio's bad, and you have no idea what in the world was going on. We had no idea who was who, what they were talking about. Yeah, it was awful. And I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody if you're involved in it somehow, but that's just the truth. But when the second one came out, there was apparently some meeting with some mob bosses or something. So the mob bosses are going to meet this other mob boss, and and there he is, and they have a close-up of him, and there he is standing there. And it's freaking Mike Kaplan. I was like, what the? And at that time, I hadn't talked to Mike in probably a year or so. So I called him up immediately. So what in the world are you doing? But yeah, it turned out he was doing a favor for somebody that was involved in the film. So we'll go around promoting that I'm in that movie. Okay, I read the comments already. All right, so what do we got today? So I hope Sean's still a part of this show on Tuesdays. Prick bastard. As I mentioned, so we have, so as I mentioned, there's no Hershey and the Keeks tonight. I don't know why. They just told me, we're not doing the show on the 6th. Okay. And we didn't do the show last week because I had my nephew's wake. So, 2 weeks with no Hershey and the Keeks. Our apologies. But what we do have tonight is my true crime obsession, tonight at 6. Christine does have a guest. My apologies, I don't know who the guest is. But it's a perfect day for it because Rex is back in court today. So I'm sure she'll have a lot to talk about there. We'll see what's going on there. I watched, I've been, like I mentioned to you guys, with the death in the family, spending some time at home with the family. The kids were, just spending time with the family, hanging with the kids. And there were some times, there were some moments where we were just sitting home, and so we'd throw the TV on, and we caught up on some movies. I wanted to show Zach, because Zach's a big Michael Keaton fan, as am I. One of Zach's favorite movies is Birdman, which I think, I don't know if I'd call it one of my favorite movies. I do think it's a great, great movie. But of course, Michael Keaton in it was fantastic. I don't know if I've ever seen a bad performance out of Michael Keaton. He's been in some movies that weren't that good, but his performance is still good. So I showed him Gung Ho. You guys remember that one? It takes place in a car factory, and Michael Keaton makes a deal with the new owners that were taking over. They were going to close the plant down, but Michael Keaton, he was like a union rep, and he promised 15,000 cars will be made in a month if they hit that number, then the plant has to stay open. But then he goes back and tells the guys, you make 12,000 cars, it'll be fine. Or 13,000, whatever it was. It was a funny movie. I remember seeing it in the theater as a teenager and liking it, thinking it was funny. This was early in Michael Keaton's career. I mean, he popped, 1979, 1980, and I think this movie was 85, 86. He was still riding that wave of Mr. Mom, where he was like the every guy, wise ass, common middle class guy. And he almost acted the same in every movie for a while, and eventually broke that mold. But the movie didn't. So I showed it to Zach. It didn't age as good. I hadn't seen it. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw it. But as a big union guy, as a big Michael Keaton guy, I was like, maybe this will be fun. I remember being a lighthearted movie and, being a comedy. So I'm like, this might be fun. Something, silly that we can maybe lift our moods a little bit with everything that was going on. So it wasn't, John is thanking Vicky. Oh, okay. Very nice. So it didn't age as well as I'd hoped, but it was still fun to watch, but I don't know if I'd watch it again at this point. I mean, the movie's almost 40 years old, but George Wendt was in it, and John Turturro. Mimi Rogers. She played Michael Keaton's girlfriend. You don't see her around anymore. I wonder I'm curious what she looks like now. So we watched that, and he thought it was all right. He was probably being nice to me because I was excited to show it to him. I also watched A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks. Wasn't bad. I liked it. It wasn't like, whoa. But but it was good. Tom Hanks is good, and one of his sons was in it playing a younger version of Tom Hanks' character. Tom Skanks. So that was all right. Vicky, John, if you think that, don't listen to Tony's stories. Oh, because John said Vicky's very sweet. Vicky can be sweet, but she's such a dick. Vicky is now trying to ram her fist through the computer and into my face. I also watched The Greatest Night in Pop. Did we talk about that already? Maybe. Did we talk about it yesterday when Frank was here? I don't even remember anymore. The Greatest Night in Pop. It's a brand new documentary, just came out. It's about the making of We Are the World. Oh, you know what? We did talk about it. I remember now talking about how I enjoyed Stevie Wonder teaching Bob Dylan how to be Bob Dylan. Okay. So, all right, so never mind. Talked about that already. Oh, yeah, country music news. Did you hear Hootie got arrested the other day? He got arrested on, I think, drug charges. But they said he's, fully cooperating with the police. And then, what's his name? Solo Cup. Toby Keith. Toby Keith passed away at the age of 62. I didn't realize he was that old. But yeah, Toby Keith passed away. He's been battling stomach cancer for about a year and a half. And yeah, he passed away yesterday. Yeah, that's sad. I saw him on TV just a few weeks ago. Not a big fan of that music. I like country music. I like Johnny Cash. But that stuff, like the Garth Brooks, Toby Keith kind of stuff that came out in the 80s and 90s, yeah, I don't know. It's too corny for me. Yeah, not a fan. But doesn't mean I want the guy dead. But yeah, the whole cancer thing, it made me interested to see what he was saying, what he was talking about. He didn't look that good in the interview. He was very, very thin. He was wrapped up, in a couple of coats. So yeah, his immune system obviously was down. So yeah, that's sad. 62 is young. 62. I mean, shit, that's only 8 years away from me. Damn. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that sucks. Gina says she loves Darius. No, she loves Darius Rucker. Hootie, great voice. He's got a great voice. What a great singer. That first Hootie and the Blowfish album, got to be one of the best debut albums of all time. And I know, a lot of people back in the 90s either loved them or hated them. I know people don't really like them much now. They're still out there, though. Hootie is going out on tour this summer, Hootie and the Blowfish. But I love that first album. I think Only Want to Be With You, I think it's one of the best songs ever. I love that damn song. And Hold My Hand. What a great tune, man. The high part in the chorus, hold my hand. That's David Crosby, baby. One of my absolute favorites. Love David Crosby and his music. Very sad when he passed away last year. But yeah, it's a great debut album. What was it? The slow one. Let Her Go. Yeah, I think that's it. Let Her Go. Let Her Fly. Something like. There's the other tune called Time, which was a minor hit. Yeah, that first album was great. Great debut albums. Let's see. The Beatles, of course, Please Please Me, or here in America it was called Meet the Beatles. Boston's debut album is like basically a greatest hits album. Trying to think who else had great debut albums. Yeah, what do you guys think? Make a list. Give me your top 3 debut albums. But yeah, so and he's got a great voice, and he does a lot of solo work outside of Hootie. What was that big hit? Wagon Wheel. That was a good tune, and Sheryl Crow is singing on that one. And anything with Sheryl Crow on it is a favorite of mine. Would love to get Sheryl Crow in here. Those the top when it comes, because you guys know me, I'm big into music. My top musicians that I want to get in here: Sheryl Crow, Paul McCartney, Billy Joel, and Mickey Dolenz. Those are. Did I say that? Sheryl Crow, Billy Joel, Paul McCartney, and Mickey Dolenz. Yeah, those are my top 4 that I want to get in here. From the music world. From the comedy world, Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal. Even though he doesn't do comedy. Wait, all right, so Billy Crystal, John Goodman, Jodie Foster. I would probably do a 4-hour show with Jodie Foster because I would love to pick her brain about acting. I just don't think there's a better actress. I would like to get Seinfeld in here. I'd like to get Julia Louis-Dreyfus in here. Do you see? If you haven't seen this, go check out the trailer for her new movie. It looks like it's a heavy, deep drama. It looks like, but she's a treasure. She can act the shit out of anything. So damn funny. But this movie looks like a heavy drama. I mean, just the trailer itself made me tear up. Did you ever hear his funny songs? Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing that. What is this? I dropped my water. Who's funny songs? Drinking and dialing and I got nothing. Oh my God, so funny. Who's that? Darius Rucker? I don't think I'm familiar with that. I have an R&B album that he did years ago. I think like Snoop Dogg's on it and stuff. Yeah, a lot of R&B and rap and stuff. But I actually liked it. That's not really, I like some of that stuff, but I don't know the main people. I couldn't tell you who the main players are. But I do like a little bit of that stuff. And, I enjoyed his album. I couldn't even tell you what it's called. I think I'm going to listen to it once, but I liked it. So, Man Colado, Greatest Night in Pop, Gung Ho. What else we got here? Hootie got arrested. Oh, yeah, and Toby Keith, dead. Oh, all right. So I got a couple of things here, and then so it is almost 12 anyway. So we'll get to Tuesday trivia in a few minutes. Thursday's show, I think I told you guys, Thursday's show is going to be pre-recorded tomorrow. Because you know what? I take that back. So I'm recording a show tomorrow. I have a filmmaker named Deborah Markowitz coming in. In fact, she just made a movie with Travis Grant, who sits right in that chair right over there. Co-host of the Treading Water podcast. Hope you caught it yesterday. Funny guys at Travis and Hugh Murray. They did their show yesterday. Deborah Markowitz just made a movie with Travis. We have a lot of mutual friends. She's making, I think it's a series now, and they filmed an episode here in Governors, and Joe Carletto was in it. So I have a lot of questions for her tomorrow. So we're recording that tomorrow. My plan was to show that on Thursday, because Thursday, I mentioned it yesterday, that I was contacted by a casting agency that is looking for some amputees to be an extra on a show called Boss. I take that back. I don't even know if it's a show. I don't know if it's a show. I don't know if it's a movie. I have no idea what this is. So I, of course, was like, I can do that. So, sorry, I heard some noises. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, all right, wait a minute. I do hear noises. The back door's opening. Could it be? I mean, it's almost 12 noon, but better late than never. Let me see if the studio door opens here. And it's not. False alarm. It was a ghost. Oh, all right. It wasn't like the door opened and like closed immediately, like somebody's walking in. It was like a slow open. It's opening again. Can you hear the squeaking and stuff? See, I didn't see anybody walk by to like. Oh, all right. I got excited for a second. I thought our boy was showing up after all. All right. So anyway, so they need an extra on this show or movie, whatever it is. So that's Thursday. Now they have not given me a time or even a location yet. And then this morning, they sent me an email confirming that I'm coming on Thursday. Let me see if I can find this email. It was really weird. It said something like, we cannot confirm yet that you're even doing it or something. It was something really weird like that. Let me see if I can find it. New evidence turned over in Gilgo Beach murder case. Ooh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Ho, ho, ho. Let me see here. I think this is it. A reminder that we have you available for background work on Boss. The scene is still tentatively scheduled to shoot on Thursday, 2/8/24. We don't have the go-ahead from production to book yet, but should have it sometime the day before and will be in touch. Oh, as a heads up, it's looking to be a late afternoon call time. Oh, that blows chunks. Late afternoon, so I'll be driving to Brooklyn like at late afternoon, traffic, probably going well into the night. That's not Sean, don't worry. Well, if it even happens, I've never gotten an email like that before. We don't have the go-ahead from production to book yet. I don't know, so, maybe at this point I'll say, thanks, but no thanks. Or maybe we'll just get lucky and they'll say, never mind. I don't know. I mean, I can do it if it's at night, but I just don't want to. So, all right. So here's a story that I saw this morning. A message in a bottle. Sorry, I was waiting for Sting. A message in a bottle that began as a classroom experiment more than 30 years ago has turned into an incredible story of fate that's helped a grieving family's heart to heal. When Adam Travis woke up last Thursday, his plan was just to go about cleaning up his duck blinds after hunting season. Oh, okay. After hunting season on the shore of the Shinnecock Reservation in Southampton. So that's all the way out on the east end of Long Island. During his trips back and forth to his truck, he found an old bottle. Passing by it several times before he finally decided to stop and take a look at this bottle. So inside of this bottle was a blank piece of construction paper rolled up and folded. So this guy Travis, what was it? Adam Travis. He had some trouble because it's inside a bottle, but he eventually got the paper out, and he figured because it's an old bottle, he figured if there was anything on this piece of paper, it would be faded. But it turned out he was able to pull it out, and it was a postcard written in pencil, so there was no water damage. So this guy found a message in it. The date was October 1992. It was an assignment given by Mattituck High School teacher Richard E. Brooks. Mattituck, also east end of Long Island. Richard E. Brooks was the teacher. He assigned his earth science class from 32 years ago to write messages in a bottle, and then they went around various places on the east end and threw it into the water. The message read, "Dear Finder, as part of an earth science project for 9th grade, this bottle was thrown into the Atlantic Ocean near Long Island. Please fill in the information below and return the bottle to us." So then it had a bunch of names. And I guess the experts are saying they feel that this bottle probably most likely actually traveled around the whole world before making its way back to the east end shoreline. This guy, Adam Travison, posted about it on social media. And the teacher, what was his name? Richard E. Brooks. So this went viral. Brooks, the teacher Brooks, his family saw this post, found it, because the timing was perfect, because this teacher, Richard Brooks, he died this past September. So the family thought, they took it as like, this is a message from heaven. Richard Brooks reaching out to his family to let them know that he's doing okay. Yeah, so they thought that was kind of cool that this teacher who just died, this guy finds a bottle with the teacher's name on it after 32 years. Other bottles have been found all over the world through the years. One in the Azores? I don't know what that is. Azores. Where's that? How do you pronounce that? Another bottle was found near Ireland, and another one near Africa. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was a cool story. Maybe not. You guys, you still with me? All right, 8 people watching. You still hanging out? We're going to play Tuesday Trivia in a second. I got one more thing I'm going to discuss, and then we're going to play Tuesday Trivia. I read an article yesterday from BuzzFeed. It was, I think, 26 common problems we face every day that definitely should have been solved by now, which I thought was just a great topic. I'm not going to tell you all 26 because then we'd be here till tomorrow's show. But there were a handful of items that I thought were funny or interesting. So, common problems we face every day that definitely should have been solved by now. Number 1, the mystery of Sean Elliott. Why the hell isn't he here? No, that's not it. Number 1, the extremely poor audio quality of fast food drive-through speakers. How in 2024 can it still sound that bad? Oh, Carol Miner's watching. Hi, Carol. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you guys are moving on okay. Extremely poor audio quality of fast food drive-through speakers. How in 2024 can it still sound that bad? I agree. I don't know what the hell they're saying half the time. Another common problem we face every day that should have been solved by now. Those stickers on products that leave sticker residue when pulling them off. So now you have sticky glue like on your cup. You know what the worst is? Carvel. They wrap the cones in that paper, and it's the strongest glue ever. And the cone is so good, but you can't eat it because there's glue on it. Oh, it makes me nuts. And you got to keep the paper there because the bottom of the cone has the hole. So the next thing you know, you're wearing the ice cream. You look like you took a dump all over a sloppy wet dump all over your pants. Next common problem we face every day that should have been solved by now. When a food package says peel here or tear here, and it never fucking works, and you need to get scissors or a knife to open the package. Let me tell you how lazy and impatient I am. I'll get one of those things, and it'll say open here, and you're struggling, and you're fighting, and you're cursing, and you can't do it, and I'm doing it in the kitchen right in front of the drawer where the scissors are. But that's still too much work, and still too much time. So I gotta fight, and I gotta pick with my nails and just try and get it. And it doesn't work, and now I'm all frustrated. I'm son of a foul, and I'm then using the scissor anyway. Another common problem we face every day that definitely should have been solved by now. All wireless controller devices should have an easy way to locate them. If I can't find my TV remote, my video game controller, etc., I should be able to go over to the device, hit a button, and the device starts beeping. Like calling hey, call my phone. I can't find my phone. Call it. Yeah, just like that. Where's the remote? Remotes, it's so funny. Remotes, it's supposed to be nice and easy, so if you're sitting watching TV, you just grab the remote. But because they're all over the living room, You can't find them half the time. We leave our remotes in front of the TV. So it's perfect because you always know where it is, but it happens almost every time. I'll sit down, I get my drink, I got my sandwich, I got, the candy bar that's going to come after the lunch, and, got my glasses, I'm going to watch something on TV, and I'm all comfortable, and forgot the remote. So now I got to get a stupid. Another common problem we face every day that should have been solved by now. I keep screwing that up. Cereal bags. How do they not have a zipper closure? Like, some of these things are so obvious. Like, how did we not think of this already? Or do some have a zipper closure? Carol, we are stuck in Pensacola with a nail in our tire, heading back to Dallas this morning. Been quite a 2-day trip. Oh, Carol, that sucks. You had a sucky, like you went there for a sucky reason, so I'm sure it wasn't, all fun and games, and then you got to top it off with a nail in your tire. Well, hope you get home safe. Hope you get the tire fixed soon. Hope you're near some place you can just go in where it's cool and have some lunch while you wait for your tire to get fixed. Andy, I usually let the candy bar come first. Yeah, I hear you. Jack loses everything, so I put air tags on his stuff. What's an air tag? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what an air tag is. And I have a feeling I should know what that is. Another common problem we face every day that definitely should have been solved by now. Insurance that doesn't stop at the neck. My ears, my eyes, my teeth are all a part of my body, vital to my health, and shouldn't require separate policies. Damn straight. Man, how bad was that? You're absolutely right about that. Why is dental separate? Sometimes hearing devices or glasses aren't covered. Like, what the? It's all a big scam. Drives me crazy. I can go on all day about that shit, too. Andy, did you hear John Rusiello call this morning? He called this morning, was talking about how much he loves when you're here on Fridays. He was also, and then yesterday he called, too, and he was making fun of your appearance. But he said this morning that he absolutely loved your Mike Kaplan impersonation, as did I. Another common problem we face every day that definitely should have been solved by now. Those huge plastic packages that are basically impossible to open yet hold only one small item. Is that the truth? They come in that big plastic thing and it's like your item is this big. Sometimes there's cardboard around it, so you peel the cardboard, but then you see the plastic is like still together and you're like trying to pull it, you're trying to separate it, and you can't. Then the scissors are like, you're ruining the scissors as you're cutting it. Last one, and this one's a big deal for me. A common problem we face every day that definitely should have been solved by now. Hot dog buns not being sold in the same number as hot dogs. Couldn't agree more. Now, Nathan's, best hot dog in the world, if you get the right ones. First off, there's not many Nathan's around anymore, which sucks. There's none by me anymore, which sucks. If you go to an actual Nathan's, and I'm not talking about, a 7-Eleven that says they have Nathan's hot dogs. I'm talking about a real Nathan's. Like the one in Oceanside, which is about a half hour from here. I mean, you get a hot dog and they're like, oh my God, this is fantastic. But yeah, you get one at 7-Eleven or you get one anywhere else that says Nathan's. It might be the Nathan's brand, but it's not like a real good Nathan's hot dog with the snap. And even at the supermarket, they have all these different types of Nathan's hot dogs. And they're good, but they're not like, you got to get, they sell them in a package. It's called Nathan's Coney Island. And it actually has in quotes, Coney Island hot dogs. Those are the ones you got to get if you want to. It's the closest you'll get to a hot dog directly from Nathan's. But it comes in a package of 5. You know what? They should sell them together. 5 hot dogs, 5 buns. Sell them together. Fine. Keep them in the freezer section. You put the bun on the barbecue with the hot dog and heat it up, toast it up. Yeah, this is right. Sometimes, because there's hot dog buns always left over, sometimes I'll barbecue a burger and I'm like, oh, I ran out of hamburger rolls. So, but I got 1 million hot dog rolls left over. So I'll cut the burger in half and I'll put it on a hot dog bun. It's crazy. Have you tried Nathan's hot dogs in a pretzel bun? They are frozen. Bun does not taste like pretzel, but oh my God, they are so good. Have I had that? I think I have, but I honestly don't remember. My daughter likes it like that. She likes what is it? It's like a Pillsbury bun or something. Like she likes when we wrap the hot dog up with a Pillsbury bun, or it might even be a pretzel roll, and cook it all together. That's the only way she'll eat a hot dog at home. By Sabret, they sell 8 in a package, like most buns. I don't dislike Sabret, but to me there's a world of difference between Sabret and Nathan's. The Boar's Head. Boar's Head hot dogs are pretty good. To me it's Nathan's, Boar's Head, then Sabret. No, Nathan's, Boar's Head, Sabret. Is that what I said the first time? I don't know. All right, so there you go. Those are the common things. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Time to play some Tuesday trivia. Very upset Sean's not here. Andy, have you seen Sean around lately? Nathan sucks, says Andy. And he says, F. Boar's Head. Whoa, easy. I didn't know I hit such a sensitive topic. Andy, have you seen Sean around at any shows lately? I want to know where the hell he is. I'm going to check my phone one more time before we go on with Tuesday Trivia. You know what? I'm going to send him a message right now. No messages. Prick bastard. Let's see. I'm going to write him. Oh, wait a minute. Do I? No. All right. I thought I had a message. Sean Elliott. All right. So yeah, he saw the post that I shared advertising today's show, where I used a picture of him. It shows that he saw it 6 hours ago. That would be 6 o'clock this morning. But he didn't share it, so that means he had no intention of coming in today. What's up? You don't love me anymore? Sent. Take that, Sean full of jokes on Instagram. I'm not joking, son of a bitch bastard. Okay. Haven't seen him in a few weeks. All right. I think Jay knows. Jay called up before. I don't know if you heard it. Jay called up. He predicted that Sean wouldn't be here when I saw Jay over the weekend. Tuesday Trivia. Hey, man, you want to get into a show at any of the 3 great governors comedy clubs? You want to get in for free? Just got to play Tuesday Trivia, and then let me know when you're going. I can get you into most shows. Not all of them, but most of them. None in the Giggle Room. And some of the big stars that come in here, like when Pete Davidson was here, that there's no way. But like this weekend, I could probably get you in. Who's here this weekend? Joe Matarese, I can get you into Joe Matarese's show. Tommy Gooch, I can get you in it. Irene Bremis, yeah, I can get you into those. So let me know. All right, the way this works, you're going to ask some random trivia questions. You're going to answer them in the comment thread. I do not give the answers. I read all the questions first. Then we go back. We ask the questions again. We read your answers. We make fun of your bad answers. And we tell you the real answer, the correct answer. There's no rhyme. There's no theme. It's just random trivia questions. Question number 1. What year did the American Civil War start, and when did it end? And I'll go nice and slow so Vicky doesn't yell at me. What? We have Zweigles up here? What's a Zweigel? Is that a hot dog? Gina, Boar's Head hot dogs in natural casing, the best. Yes, yes. Yeah, those are very good. No emotion, says Andy, just facts. Well, no. F. Boar's Head, that sounds like an emotion to me. Does Matt Rife ever come to Govs? I would love to go see one of his shows. He has not been here. He has been here, but it's been a long time. Okay, you guys are answering the questions. Excellent. Thanks for playing. I love when you guys play the trivia. And Vicky answered it, right? She did. All right, so I can continue. Okay. Name the most kept pet species. Like the most common types of pets. I have 3 answers here. But they're all a certain kind of what? A certain kind of pet. I hope that made sense. Kelpie says her belly hurts. Why does your belly hurt, Kelpie? Are you all right? Or did Andy make you laugh? Does your belly hurt from laughing? I have, of course, all sorts of, doctor-patient scenarios going on in my head between me and Kelpie now. Sorry. I need a minute. As Kelpie's belly is now probably getting worse after I said that. Next question. What is the principal psychoactive ingredient of cannabis? See, these were questions I had just for Sean. What is the principal psychoactive ingredient of cannabis? Too much what? Too much matcha? I don't know what that means. M-A-T-C-H-A. What's a matcha? Matcha? Matza? Matzo ball? Soup? I don't know. Next question. Charles Miles Maddox. Charles Miles Maddox. Better known as who? Charles Miles Maddox. Sherman T. Potter. Charles Miles Maddox, better known as who? No, Andy, I don't. I have no idea what matcha is. I don't know if I've ever even heard that word. Is it a Greek food? Next question. What team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad? And the year was 1972. In 1972, what team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad? That should be pretty easy. Kelpie, what's the latest? You had your exams in December, if I remember right, you passed them in flying colors. So now what? And when are you coming back in here? Let's see. Next question. Who had a number 1 hit with the song Mac the Knife? I think that's kind of easy too. Who had a number 1 hit with the song Mac the Knife? I'm going to throw these babies on so I can read your answers on the screen. Kelpie says she's still in school. Okay. Oh, right. They weren't finals. Right. Okay. But so you're still in school. Okay. How much longer are you in school? Matcha. I don't know. Oh, it's green tea? It's green tea, silly. All right. Brandon and I want to come back. Come back, what, to the show? Oh, is he not working his full-time job anymore? Who famously, another easy one. Who famously announced, here's Johnny, on the Johnny Carson Tonight Show in the 60s, 70s, and 80s? Man, that's easy. I think Kelpie should even get that one. You're done with school in March. Okay, and then is that a tier? I can't tell. I think that's a tier. Next question. What is the postal abbreviation for Maine? What is the postal abbreviation for Maine? Kelpie said, I don't know. I work Friday mornings now. So is every morning bad for you now? Next question. Sanguine. Sanguine, I believe it's how it's pronounced. Sanguine. What is the definition of the word? Sanguine. Sanguine. What is the definition of the word? There was a tier. Oh, many tiers. Oh. We can't have a crying Kelpie. All right. Last question. Now, I don't have a date, okay? But there was a survey in Playgirl magazine. So, according to a Playgirl survey, how many women out of every 100 will give their bosses sex to get a better job, a salary increase, and or a promotion? All right, I'll read that one again. What? Kelpie says to drink blood from a vampire. What? What are we talking about? Oh, the answer of the question. Sanguine. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be reading answers yet. Sorry. According to a Playgirl survey, how many women out of every 100 will give their bosses sex to get a better job, or a salary increase, or a promotion? How many? Out of 100. All right, I'll give you guys a second to answer those, or to answer that last question. Then we'll scroll up and burp and go over the answers. I'm very gassy today. All righty. What year did the American Civil War start, and when did it end? Vicky says it started in 1861 and ended in 1864. Andy Plajanos says it started in 61 and ended in 65. Yes, Andy, it's on live chat. Thanks. And nobody else answered that one. Okay. Andy Plajanos got it right. Vicky, it's the first question. You got it wrong. It went till 65. And, and that was when Lincoln was killed as well. The most kept pet species are what? Andy says cats. Jerry says cats. Vicky says cats. Kelpie says dad. Or is she calling me dad? Okay. So, what I was looking for there. Well, all right. So yes, cats, dogs, and rabbits are the most 3 common pets. But I was looking for mammals. But I think I screwed the question up when I read it. So, but yeah. So basically, you guys got it right, though. You guys got it right. What is the principal psychoactive ingredient of cannabis? Jerry says the thermonuclear crap. Hang on. I think. Oh, then Vicky said THC. Andy didn't answer that question? Wow. Andy, what happened? I mean, obviously, you know that the answer to that. So, yeah, that is the answer, THC. Charles Miles Maddox is better known as who? Kelpie says Max Headroom. Vicky and Andy got it right. It is Charles Manson. Charles Miles Maddox. What team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad in 1972? Vicky says the Cowboys of Dallas. Jerry says Dallas. Kelpie says Buffalo Jills. Okay. Is that an autocorrect or is that you being funny? Blajano says Colts, or were they a band? Oh, thank you, Gina. Matcha is a high-grade green tea ground into powdered form. The green tea powder is whisked into hot water instead of steeped to form a frothy drink. Sorry. I'm having trouble seeing that, and then I got to take my glasses off to see this. Steeped to form a frothy drink. Okay. I'm surprised Andy got that wrong. Andy he likes football and he's smart. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I mean, everybody knows the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Andy, shocked and stunned. Who had a number 1 hit with the song "Mac the Knife"? Yeah, you guys. So Andy and Vicky got it. Bobby Darin. Kelpie says Mac Tonight. Jerry Lahane says Tony. Does that mean I sang it? Is that what he's talking about? Who famously announced, "Here's Johnny"? Easy. Andy said Ed McMahon. Jerry Lahane said Ed McMayo. I think he meant McMahon. Vicky, Ed McMahon. Kelpie says Reggie Watts. Ed McMahon, of course, is the correct answer. What is the postal abbreviation for Maine? Andy got it. Vicky got it. Jerry gave us a zip code. Kelpie says PA. It's not always about Pennsylvania, Kelpie. And you don't live there anymore. You're an NYer now and forever. We've accepted you, which means you're permanently one of us, whether you like it or not. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Sanguine. I think it's sanguine. What is the definition? Jerry said bloody. Kelpie said, Andy said positive. Jerry says red. Kelpie says to drink blood from a vampire. And then even Vicky says something to do with blood. I don't know what word you guys think I'm saying, but Andy got it right. The definition is to be optimistic and positive. So I don't know what word you're all you guys who are, all you devil worshippers who are thinking about blood, freaks, psychos. No, I'm kidding. All right. According to a Playgirl survey, how many women out of every 100 will give their bosses sex to get a better job, a salary increase, or a promotion? Andy said 25 out of 100. Vicky says 17 out of 100. You mean how many victims of sexual assault in the workplace? It doesn't say that, Kelpie. It does. I mean, and believe me, I'm not trying to trying to make light of sexual assault in the workplace, but I'm sure you have a very small percentage of women who go to the boss and say, "Hey, for that promotion, I'll do something." I think that's what the question is. I'm not. I honestly don't know, and I'm scared to say anything more because I don't want Kelpie to hate me. Gina, F that. I would sue and make millions and not have to work for that person or anyone else. If we're talking about sexual assault, I'm with you. Just looked it up. You were wrong about the cheerleader question. Well, I looked it up. Where do you think I get these questions from? All right, hot shot. Who had the first cheerleading squad? In the NFL, I said, and what team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad in 1972? So you be careful. You make sure it's NFL before you end up sticking my foot in your mouth. All right. Andy, your number is too high. Vicky, your number is too high, but you're closer. 13 out of every 100 will agree to give sexual pleasures in the interest of better employment. All right. Thank you for playing along with today's Tuesday Trivia. Well done. Well done. All right. Oh, I missed the camera. So, as we await, do you know the first NFL mascot, says Kelpie? I don't. What about baseball? Was the Philly Fanatic? Is he the first mascot in baseball? Totally off topic and not to get political, but just saw on the news that New York City migrants to get 2 times of what our vets get on a charge card a month. What the fuck? Okay, rant done. Oh, the Chicago Bears was the first NFL team to get a mascot. I did not know that. And I'm surprised, actually. Yeah. And yeah, Gina, that sucks. I mean, yeah, not to get too much into that, but I don't like the word migrants. Some of these, just like we're talking about with the sex thing, it's a small percentage of women offer up. It's the same thing here. A small percentage of these migrants are people with mental issues who have nowhere to go. So I don't know. To me it's a weird topic, but having said that, our veterans, yeah, they deserve. Those guys, they should get better. And I know some states do. They give better rates on mortgages. Like there are some nice fringe benefits for veterans. And Andy, you probably know about this better than I do, but that should be across the board on anything. Any first responder, a veteran, a fireman, an EMT, a cop, like they should all get, and that should just be across the board. That should be automatic. That's why she put it in quotes. My apologies. I didn't notice that. New York City is not the U.S. government. You should be angry at the federal government. Oh, so Andy, you're saying that's a federal thing? That said to put, to give the migrants their, two times more on the cards. That's a federal thing. And Gina says she's mad at the feds and New York City. Okay. Be mad at all of them. They all suck anyway. Be mad at all of them. All right. Look at that. 12:30. Time to go. Again, Noah Hershey and the Keeks tonight, but we'll see you at 6 o'clock. My True Crime Obsession with Christine Dana coming at you at 6. Lots going on since she's been on last, so looking forward to that. She does have a guest who I don't know who that is, but she has a guest, and always a great show, so looking forward to her being here tonight. We're off tomorrow. I don't know what Circling the Drain is doing. I don't think they're going to be live tomorrow. We're actually We're actually working on getting a new day and time for them. So that I can be here to engineer their show, because they've been having some issues. And then, so I don't know. So my call time for Thursday might be a late afternoon. I don't know. Maybe I'll come in after all. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I should just sleep in case I'm working overnight or something. Because I'm not missing Friday. Andy, Laura. And Laura's going to sit here and praise me for putting together a great show that she performed in this past Sunday. That's right. All right, go to govs.com. A lot of great comedians playing the governor's stage this weekend. Joe Matarese, Mike Keegan, Carla Okerson, Tommy Gooch, Irene Bremis, Joe Curry, just some of the names you'll see on the governor's stage this weekend. Night calls suck. Yes, I know. Yeah, they say late afternoon, which to me says night. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It also said that it's not set up. They don't have the approvals yet. So I'm hoping, I think I'm hitting the point where I'm hoping they cancel. But, all right, either way. So, we have Deborah Markowitz on Thursday's show. Even though it'll be pre-recorded, please check it out anyway. I'd appreciate it. Go to govs.com. Go see a great show. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. We got some dates coming up. We got some more dates at that meatball place in Patchogue. Some other stuff going on. So go to Knockem Dead Comedy and check us out as well. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tonight at 6 with Christine's show. All right. See you guys later. Thanks.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events,